Thank you guys for all being here, and I'm really excited about this team, and I'm excited about their success winning the Big Ten championship. Anyone who's coached in the Big Ten in any sport knows it's very hard to win this league. It's one of the best conferences in the country, and to have your players bring something day in and day out, and believe in something and have belief. Our motto this year was "Make them believe." And part of that, I think, was internal, and some was it external. And I was proud of the consistency they were able to bring throughout the season to win the Big Ten. It was thrilling as a coach to be part of it, to see their success and see them kind of reach above themselves and do it together as a team. Even on Sunday, we had different players step up in different roles to help us be successful. And like I said to them on Sunday, though, our work is not done. Obviously, we had to play a very good Ohio State team on Wednesday, and we want to keep our momentum going towards the Big Ten tournament and the NCAAs. And so I think there's three things you can win: the league, the tournament, and the NCAAs. So we have to keep preparing to keep competing for the tournament and the NCAAs.
Paula, when you look at the season as a whole, what are the maybe one or two top factors that have gotten you to the point where you're at now and winning the Big Ten title? Has there been anything that's surprised you compared to where you were at the start of the season that in the way things have played out?
I know it's such a coach cliche, but just the defensive presence and being able to defend together as a group. You always say that defense wins championships, and I think this year that proved true. We only gave up 4 goals in the Big Ten and actually only 1 off the run of play, through offset pieces. So I'm proud, and I think I've said this in other press conferences, it's not just our back four or goalkeeper, it's a team effort when we do it, from the start to the forwards all the way back. So I think that's a big factor, and we've been very disciplined with that, and moving forward we have to stay disciplined. I think the other part is I think we've gotten better offensively. Dani Rhodes is the face of it, but we're creating more chances. We're keeping better possession. We're doing different things. And that evolution from the very beginning, when I was a little bit skeptical of how we were going to get that done, the confidence is just growing. Players like Emma Jazz Connect, who as a freshman, started off a little bit slow with an injury at the very beginning, has just grown into the role, and Cami Murtha and Dani Rhodes. So I think that's part's exciting because I think that's only going to get better with time here in the season.
Ryan?
So how does a head coach celebrate a Big Ten championship?
If you watch the video, I celebrated with my kids, but they didn't seem to care. They're 2-year-old twins, and they actually ran away from me, so they were more interested in the scarf than me. You know what? Anson Dorrance is one of my favorite coaches, and he said, when you win a championship, it's almost like the loneliest time for a coach because the players are celebrating with each other, and you kind of just take a deep breath. I think at one point I was sitting on the curb just by myself, and I do that because I get to watch them celebrate. And after a Nebraska game, I was talking to McKenna Moyer and Rose Lavelle, and they said, "Why are you nervous?" And I said, "Well, I want to make sure I prepare them well enough because I know how exciting it is when they win it." And so for me, my celebration or my joy comes from watching them put their hats and their T-shirts on and take pictures with their parents and do all those things. So that's my celebration. And then I'm not going to lie, I actually started on the way back looking at Ohio State. So like I said to them, we've got to prepare for the next thing.
Todd?
We see what Dani does on the field. What does she do off the field to prepare her to be the kind of player that she is? What things do we not see with her?
I think the biggest thing, and I was looking at her scoring stuff, like she's in the top 5 of all-time scoring at Wisconsin, is that she spends a lot of time taking care of her body. She came off a significant injury this spring where she didn't get to play for a significant amount of months, but she's in the training room, she eats right, she sleeps well, she really takes care of her body, because if you watch her play, the amount of running she does, and she's just getting stronger now. She's coming back from that injury and just getting better and better, and so she watches film all the time, she does all the little details, and her confidence is just growing with every game, but she really just takes care of her body, and so she can maintain the level of pressure on defenders and being able to finish balls when she needs to.
So we haven't seen her full strength yet back from that, do you think? Is there another level
I
for
think
her to
there's
get
a
to?
whole nother level right now. And, you always see that seniors at the end kind of, they change a gear because they know that the end is coming. And we haven't really talked about that at all because I think that but she is taking every moment right now and making the most of it. And as a coach, that's what you want to see. I always tell players that when you get near the end of your career, you have to be able to fight hard enough and play as hard enough that when you're done, you kind of take a deep breath and go, that was good. I gave everything I had. And I think that's when people end their careers most satisfied.